quick edition of, because it's been a while. Am I valid, chat? Am I valid? Let's do another unboxing. If you've never seen this, it's when I unbox my latest record purchase. And then y'all let me know. Am I valid? More vinyls, more life. Let me know, chat. Am I valid? Am I valid? It's kind of the perfect time this came in the mail, too. Am I valid, chat? Let me know. Let me know. That's valid. That's valid. It came in the perfect time after what happened with the Super Bowl. That was the big thing. I definitely will be playing this tomorrow, seeing how it sounds on the speaker. Big G and next. We support art over here. We don't just run our mouth. We don't just run our mouth. But yeah, the Super Bowl was the big thing that happened this past weekend. Shout out to Spinks with the sub. Mine came too. Hey.
Only Sonic wields that type of power.
The Super Bowl was the big thing that happened this past weekend, and Kendrick performed, but that wasn't the only major thing that happened this weekend. I actually wouldn't be surprised if the numbers for the Super Bowl were up due to an incident that happened this past weekend. For those who primarily game on PC, Switch, or Xbox, PlayStation servers went down on Friday.
Why do people resubscribe to the idea
Yo, shout out to Slim Reaper with the sub.
Only Sonic wields that
The
type
PlayStation
of power.
servers went down last Friday, and they were down the entire fucking weekend. And the average Joe was just panicking. They didn't know what to do with themselves. From the PS5, from the mountaintops of the PS5s to the trenches of the PS4, the PlayStation Nation was screaming, "We need help. I worked 40 plus hours this week and I have nothing to do because I don't get no money. I don't get no bitches. I'm afraid to touch the grass." So because of that, for a lot of people in the PlayStation Nation, Sony was on fraud watch this weekend. We got an update though. PlayStation Network came back online after being down worldwide. Yo, shout out to Eloquise with the sub. Appreciate it.
One ideology I resubscribe to, and that's Sonic's BBC.
Outages began appearing around 6 p.m. ET, according to multiple reports. A visit to the official PlayStation status page that all services are down, including the PlayStation Store, gaming, account management, and more. Oh wait, let me make sure my my ducking is on. 1 second. It is. I was gonna say this beat's a little loud. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Turn that down. As of writing, there's no official word from the PlayStation. Well, it already came back. This is old. I saved this. I knew this was gonna be out of date by the time, but I wanted to bring it back up because we actually have an update. So yeah, if you weren't playing PlayStation, it was out this past weekend for 3 whole days. It's back now, I guess, or like 2. I don't know what it was. But the good news is Sony is giving all PlayStation Plus members an additional 5 days of service due to the 18-hour outage. Now, this is a big deal. You're getting 5 free days. This is a big deal for people who buy those month-to-month cards, paying $15 a month to play online, not realizing it's cheaper to just buy the year. You're spending more money. The people that are stuck in that cycle, you're getting an extra 5 days on your 1 month gift card, which, you know, kudos to PlayStation. That's what they should do. You know, you cause an outage. You know, people pay for a service, they weren't getting it. What I will say is they offered free Krispy Kreme too. What I will say is make sure to change your password if you haven't already. We don't know what's going on. Just to be safe, secure your info, especially if you got credit cards and stuff on there. Make sure to change your passwords on your account. I think one of the funny things that come out of the PlayStation outage is this dude has been appearing on my For You page. We don't know what happened. This dude has been appearing on my For You page and been cracking me up. And it started with this skit.
So you a real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
It started with this skit where he was talking about Xbox dudes and the PlayStation servers going down. And then he fucked around and made like 20 more videos. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with this dude? Like, this man milked the fuck out of the PlayStation servers going down. Hold up. And then we go get into a different conversation.
See, I told you to get an Xbox. You PlayStation gamers, you never learn. We have a lot of exclusives, like I said, like Halo, Gears of War, and
That's pretty much it, bro.
yeah.
That's all we really got.
It don't matter if you guys got Spider-Man, Gears of War. I mean, that's our game. My bad. I mean, It don't matter. God of War, whatever it is, whatever war game you have. What else games they have?
Well, they actually have a lot of.
Bands is waiting for years to put
Yeah,
this
that's
out.
it.
He's not serious. I'm gonna show you. He's not serious. He's just fucking around.
You should be on Xbox. We're good over here.
We're actually not, bro. We're actually giving them Forza. We're cooked.
Get an Xbox.
He's making fun of the fact that people really think like this. That's what we're good over here on Xbox. But if you fucking, why the fuck can I not? I don't know if this shit is like blocked. I have not been able to load pages. I had to go to like a private browser to even save that damn link here. If you go to his page, right? That one was funny to me, right? And then he pops up on my For You page again. Where is he at? He made one, it was a PC one. He made one for PC gamers react to the PlayStation servers good now, right? But then if you look at his page, he kept popping up. This nigga made 1,000 videos. Women when the PlayStation servers went down, smokers, scammers, book readers, overnight workers, Uber drivers, rock, paper, scissors players when the PlayStation servers went down. Yeah. That's what made me laugh. Like, the video was okay, but it's the fact this nigga kept making videos. I was like, I respect the fucking hustle, though. I was like, this nigga said, I'm about to come up off of this shit, bruh. Athletes when the servers went down, alcoholics, bruh, gamblers, Kendrick Lamar fans, bruh, the music producers, Drake when the PlayStation servers went down. Like, bro, teachers, media, like, what's wrong with you, dude? This nigga said I'm about to get my followers up. So shout out to Jada Gamer. It wasn't, the video was okay. It's the fact this nigga he was dragging it. That shit was fucking funny to me, bro. I respect the hustle, dog. This nigga said, because like the thing about content creation you have to understand is when the door opens for you, you got to put your foot on the pedal. This nigga saying ying, 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 ying. That shit was fucking funny. Shout out to Jada Gamer. That shit was fucking funny. You should check out his channel. I'm not gonna play all them fucking videos, but if you want to check out all his different little skits, how people react to the PlayStation servers, that's his channel. That shit had me cracking up. But last but not least, on a more serious note, in terms of the PlayStation servers being shut down, I wanted to bring up a more serious conversation. I found this tweet come across my timeline. I said, because here on this stream, we talk about game preservation, physical discs. I buy them. When I really like a game, I'll double back and buy a physical disc. Here's the more serious conversation we need to have about this. He tweeted, Snapchat from the future shows exactly why online dependency will become a problem. Just a temporary outage today, but it's already annoying. In the future, these services will cease function entirely. Everything that doesn't work out of the box, you can just chuck it in the bin. Basically, what he's saying is that gaming has become too online, too internet dependent. And when whether it's your internet or their networks, the Sony or the Xbox or the Steam networks, when it's down, you can't even enjoy the thing that you bought. Yeah, it's too digital. And I was like, that's facts. That's facts. And it's getting scary now because half of these games you buy, the game isn't even on the disc. You get the game, it gives you a disc, and then you have to download it from the fucking internet, bruh. So what's going to happen if there's a major outage? You won't even be able to play your PS5, your Xbox. Wait, is this tied to the digital version of the console or in general? In general, a lot of single player games, like half of them, because some of them do run on the disc. I think off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure Stellar Bladed ran off the disc. But some of these games, you buy them and you put the disc in and it just starts downloading the game. It's like, bro, what was the fucking point of the disc? So the point is you need the internet to play the fucking game. And then some of these games are using the internet, single player games too. I think Dragon Age did it recently, where it checks to verify your copy of your game. You remember that? You remember back in like the Xbox One era when they first announced it, and they said in order to play Xbox One, you are going to need to keep your internet connected to your Xbox, and we're going to check like every 24 hours to make sure that you're not stealing games or whatever. Like, we're pretty much close to that reality. DRM, yeah, we're pretty much close to that reality. And you should be able to play your games. You should be able to play all your fucking games without having to be connected to the internet. So I think that's the big conversation. And kind of still, my thing is like, can we just, I get everything's going online, but can we get back to where if you buy the disc, you can play the game? Crazy how DRM destroyed the Xbox One, but now it's just the industry standard. That's why I said don't big up Sony too much, because never forget.
Why do people resubscribe
Yo, shout out
to
to
the
Tate
idea
Daddy
of
with the
Shadow
sub.
having a BBC? Only Sonic wields that type
Never
of power.
forget that when the day the Xbox One and the PS4 were going to be announced at E3, some of you guys are too young to remember this, but there was a report that came out and it stated that Sony wanted to do the same exact thing that Microsoft wanted to do with their Xbox One with the DRM, where you had to keep your PS4 connected to the internet so they could check your games every 24 hours to make sure you're not stealing anything, right? But what happened is Xbox got to go on stage first for E3. They announced it. Sony saw the feedback and they saw that the internet hated that shit, and they decided last second they weren't going to do it. So the point I'm trying to remind you guys is this is a corporation. You cannot trust them either, because they were going to do the same exact shit that Xbox is going to do. These people are not your friends. And that's why I find it very strange that people fight the console war. They also had that Kinect nonsense too on release. Yeah, they said the Xbox wouldn't work without the Kinect, but I'm strictly talking about how PlayStation was going to do the same thing. That's what I'm trying to do. Hilarious backdoor, hilarious. That's why sometimes going first ain't the best, because you got to show your hand.
Now I can afford
Yo, shout out to Lil
retwist
Man
for
with
my
the
loss.
sub. Appreciate it. They do not care about you. They only care about your money. Right. They only care about your money. So make sure you're getting the best deal possible. Hold these people's feet to the fire. Especially in this economy where we're having to stretch our dollar. We don't know what the food supply gonna look like 6 months, a year from now, with the current situation going on with immigration and shit like that. Then you got the tariffs on tech, food, all that shit. Everything going up. Everything. I see people complaining right now. I seen it on TikTok. I seen people complaining about their orders from Shein and Temu.
You've got one loyal
Apparently,
fan base, although not as
the
loyal as
way it
Amy's
works
company.
is just how the Durex do with the sub. The way it works is like apparently people ordering stuff off of Temu, and then when it arrives in the States, you get a notice like, hey, you need to pay this tax or you won't receive your package. And if you don't pay that tariff tax, they send it back to China. So it's happening right now. The point I'm trying to make is the price of everything is going up. So you better make sure you get the best value you can when it comes to your games or anything, period, because they don't give a fuck. They just want your money. I took your advice and bought a year of Game Pass Ultimate, like you said. You play 3-day releases and you've already got your money's worth at minimum. Yeah, Avowed is about to come out too. So, I mean, we dead ass about to be in the purge. Yo, chill. Let's try to stay positive in the midst of all this. Let's try to stay positive. So, yeah, that was something I wanted to bring up. Just some food for thought. These outages suck. Did they state whether or not there was a data breach in the recent outage? Didn't it? Let's ask. Let's see. Was there a data breach in the recent PlayStation, PSN outage of 2025? No, they didn't. They keeping quiet. Yeah, I couldn't find any official. That's why I said just to be safe, you should probably change your password though. 24 hours. Sony has only attributed that to operational issues. While this explanation lacks detail, it suggests that the problem was internal rather than. Yeah, they still being a little too vague about why the server operational issues. What the fuck does that mean? I'd say change your password just to be safe. You don't know, because these companies will lie. Yeah, that could be a hack too. These companies do lie. Other news I got for you. We got an update on Monolith's Wonder Woman.
Your resub is
Yo,
cool,
shout out to
but
Underrated
honestly,
Raditz.
There's only one ideology I resubscribe to, and that's Sonic
A
BDC.
scathing article came out about Rocksteady, Monolith from Bloomberg, but the problem with Bloomberg is they want you to pay to read their articles, so I got to find a summary instead. And we got an update on some things, all DC games. A new report sheds light on the turmoil at Warner Bros. Games. Remember, their CEO just recently stepped down because they've been dropping dud after dud, while providing an update on various projects in the works of its developers. Another L. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier reported on concern about the upcoming slate of games from Warner Bros. Following the exit of the chief David Haddad. That's the dude I was just talking about. The company has had a troubled 12 months. First with the catastrophic release of Rocksteady's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, then the disappointing release of the Smash Bros. Style brawler Multiverses. Warner Bros. Discovery has said Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League's failure contributed to a $200 million loss to its business. Yee. And Multiverses added another 100. God damn, bruh. These niggas broke. Warner Bros. Games' only other recent release was Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. I forgot that shit came out. That's another L. God damn. So hold up. Suicide Squad, Multiverses, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, Mortal Kombat 1. This game was so ass, we forgot it came out. Only Harry Potter's Legacy, whatever that shit is,
Thanks for the resub, pal.
was the
Now
decent
I can
game.
afford a
These
resub
niggas
for
is
my
broke.
box.
I said this game was gonna fail. They released it around the time all the major releases came out. It just got lost in the shuffle. Worse than Ubisoft, which just goes to show you that people have a hate boner for Ubisoft, which, you know, they deserve some of the hate that they get. Don't get it twisted. They deserve the criticism. But like my stance has always been, I wish that it was even across the board. It almost feels like people hate on shit just because they know it gets views. Speaking in a financial call, Warner Bros. Discovery president and CEO David Zalev said, "We recognize the games business is subsequently underperforming its potential right now." The games business is fine. Your games are underperforming because they're ass, most of them. Since then, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League's post-launch content has come to an end with the delivery of its one-year roadmap, and Warner Bros. Has announced the impending closure of Multiverses. Rocksteady, meanwhile, has suffered significant losses. There are also question marks over Mortal Kombat 1's financial performance. Although NetherRealm's chief Ed Boon recently announced over $5 million in sales and teased future DLC following the release of the T-1000 Terminator guest character. I believe that it sold $5 million because, I mean, Mortal Kombat is a very popular franchise. Do I believe it could sell a lot of DLC? No, because, I mean, how many people are playing the game online? There's no way to really know because most of the player base is on console when it comes to fighting games. Mortal. What about is the PC version even out? Steam TV. I don't think is the PC version out. There's 1,000 people playing it on PC. So I mean, give or take, if there's 1,200 playing on PC right now, on console maybe 3,000 to 5,000 per console, like Xbox and PlayStation. Like there's not more than 10,000 people playing this game online across all platforms. I refuse to believe that. The reason why most of these games are so bad is due to forcing their games to be live service. Yep. Instead of just making a game. Shit, you not wrong. The hate boner is strong for Ubisoft, but every other company is soft. I feel like people get on EA too. They get on EA and Ubisoft, a little bit of Activision, but these other companies, like, where we at? During the financial calls, the law said Warner Bros. Is doubling down on just 4 games. Hogwarts Legacy, a sequel's in the works. Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, I don't know about that. And DC, in particular Batman. We are focusing on our development efforts on the core franchises. We're proving studios to improve our success ratio. But it may be some time before fans see the results of this work. Bloomberg said Monolith Productions' Wonder Woman game is in trouble after reportedly rebooting and switching directors earlier this year. It's already cost more than $100 million, and it's still years away from release. So between Wonder Woman, Multiverses, and Suicide Squad, they're $400 million in the hole. If you add taxes, that's $500 million. Oh my God, bruh.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
This ain't it, Chief. That's what I would have told you.
But let's see. Monolith's reimagined Nemesis system that would see Wonder Woman befriending enemies has been ditched in favor of a more what? Hold up, that's the most important thing. Hold on, we gotta run that. Let me make sure I read what I just read. Monolith's reimagined Nemesis system. You know, shout out to J2 Nasty with the sub. You know, the Nemesis system they invented for Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. Then they patented so nobody else can use it. The main reason we're looking forward to a Wonder Woman game, plus all the skins.
So you a real ass nigga.
That's not gonna be in the game? That would see Wonder Woman befriending enemies has been ditched in favor of a more traditional action adventure game.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about. This ain't it, Chief. That's what I would have told you.
Gotham Knights developer WB Games Montreal meanwhile pitched a John Constantine game, but it was never approved. Thank God. Constantine the game? You mean Hogwarts Legacy? That shit would have been edgy Hogwarts Legacy. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah, I don't know, chat. You know, it's crazy too. I was really looking forward to the Wonder Woman game. I think a Wonder Woman game could work. really well-known, universal, like global character, action, interesting story, interesting villains. You can get the Justice League in there, beautiful crap, graphics, fire skins. Plus the Nemesis system. They said, nah, we're not gonna add any of that fun shit.
Nigga, you ain't funny.
Okay, well, that's your update on that. Why not make a Teen Titans game? John Constantine is cool. He's okay. But like, I feel like it would be too similar to Hogwarts. They just put out a Magic game. I feel like it would be too similar to it. That's why I said it would be edgy Hogwarts Legacy. And they have Hogwarts Legacy 2 in the works. It sounds like Warner Bros. Games division is really banking on this next Batman game. And I'm gonna be honest. It better be Batman Beyond Arkham, or we don't care. I repeat, it better be Batman Beyond Arkham. If they announce Beyond Arkham, I will be on this stream like,
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
there is more to the article that makes it worse. The Bloomberg one, I can't read that shit because it's fucking goofy ass. But I mean, that's the summary of it. They want you to pay to read that shit. I'm not paying nothing. Absolutely no Kevin Conroy would feel weird. There's a lot of different people that have played Batman, though. It's possible. I get it. That's everybody's favorite, but I wouldn't agree with that. A lot of different people play Batman. What up, Dirty McFlurry? I'm a huge Batman fan, but give it a rest. DC's got so many interesting characters. Nah, that's facts. No, that's facts. Maybe they struggled to produce something with the Nemesis system, because I guess the issue with the issue with a lot of DC characters, and this is why I tend to be more of a Marvel fan. A lot of DC characters are god tier, especially the Justice League's like starting 7 or whatever. The original members, they're all gods. Like, what do you do with that? Like, who do you do the Nemesis system with in Wonder Woman? Is Cheetah gonna keep coming back? Besides maybe Ares, like, is Ares gonna keep coming back? That's probably what they struggle with, trying to figure out how to balance that shit. Because who do you have in Wonder Woman's rogues gallery that can really challenge her consistently? Yeah, but Rocksteady has always used Conroy, so it would be strange. I feel that. Green Lantern's damn near a god too. I actually enjoyed Gotham Knights. The problem was that it was a live service game. Gotham Knights is like a 6 out of 10. You said Batman? Batman's a god too. He literally sits on that damn chair in one of them comic books and becomes a god. What is it, the Mobius chair or some shit like that? But even without that power up in that series, Batman's still a god too, because he has the most powerful thing out of everybody in the Justice League. Plot armor. There's literally a group of people who sit on the internet all day debating who Batman can defeat with prep time. You'll say some shit like, yo, Spider-Man will wipe the floor with Batman, and that's a fucking fact. That's not even debatable. It's a fucking fact. And what will the average Batman fan say? Wait. Does Batman know who Peter is? Like, does he have prep? No, nigga. I'm saying if Wolverine and Batman saw each other on the street and they had beef, Wolverine is gonna wipe the floor with fucking Batman. I don't care how smart he is. That nigga's healing. All he has to do is plan. What happened? Why does this nigga always got a plan? Like, that's just not real. It's not real. It's not real, bro. It's not fucking real. I don't want to hear that shit. A Nightwing solo could work. The problem with Nightwing is that'd be too much like the other Batman games, bro. I just want to look at that nigga ass. That nigga caked up, bro. I love this Nightwing. Oh shit. Oh well, this is the same thing. They're working on another Arkham game. This is the same thing. I don't know why I saved this article twice. But TBH, you forgot about the one thing. The thing about Batman is stop being about him overcoming his challenges, being a detective, and more about him being unbeatable. Right. It's almost like the writers lean too much into what the fans had to say. Last but not least for this batch of articles, Sony passed on the Order 1886 sequel, devs claimed. Any fans out there of the Order 1886, which is responsible for one of the dumbest quotes in gaming history?
Thanks for the resub.
The Order 1886, a victim of racism. That's a real quote, by the way. I was about to say, the Order 1886 developer Ready at Dawn pitched a sequel to Sony, but was ultimately rejected. While the reason was unclear, the developer thought that the game's critical reception could have been higher and that it had a better chance. We really thought with the order, we had set up such a unique and appealing baseline that people were going to forgive some of its shortcomings. Ready at Dawn co-founder said in an interview, it would have been an incredible sequel. I can tell you for a fact. That's disappointing too, because the game did end. The game did end on a cliffhanger, so I thought there was going to be a sequel. This is one of those games.
Cool, but honestly, there's only
The
one
game was like 50
ideology
minutes.
to
I feel that.
subscribe to, and that's
This
Sonic
is one of those
BBC.
games, unfortunately, I feel like got dunked on a little too hard. It deserved the criticism that it got, but the gameplay that was there, the game, first of all, it was one of the best looking games on the PS4. It was a gorgeous game. The story I thought was really good. I thought the story was interesting. Knights of the Old Round Table, but like some werewolves type shit too. The actual gunplay was good. The problem was the game was 6 hours long and only an hour of it was like gameplay. That was the issue. I think if they would have did at least like 3 hours of gameplay, 3 hours of story, it wouldn't have got the hate that it got. But I always felt like this was a game that deserved a second chance. There was a lot of potential here.